Hey everyone, it's Divine Readings with the Gypsy, and today we're going to do our hashtag Year Ahead 2017. And I am going to show you some of the energies that have been popping up for the hashtag 2007, hashtag Year Ahead 2017. And my month card was the Hangman this month. And my year card is the lovely, beautiful Queen of Pentacles, or the Mother of Pentacles. I didn't use this Wild Unknown Tarot, but I did use the Fountain Tarot. But I do feel very in touch with the Fountain Tarot, but I kind of feel like the Wild Unknown has come up, especially since last night, that I really need to be using it. You caught me rocking the jammies again. Look at that. Punisher out. I should do a video of pop pantheons, and it's actually been on my video list for a while to talk about. And the Punisher is one of them. Punisher is one of my pop pantheons. I'll talk about that when I ever do that video of pop pantheons, and whenever I get around to it. And that's something else I will talk about in this vlog of hashtag Year Ahead 2017 too, is what kind of video recommendations would you love featuring Evie doing? I feel like I've promised in a way to Tarot Alchemist that I would do more tarot spread videos and kind of give her more inspiration. In a way, I was watching her, I don't remember if it was her tarot spread prompt in 31 Days of Tarot, but she was showing her book where she had all her tarot spreads in there, and I just said something about it, and I got, wow, I like your prompt, or something like that. I forgot what I said, but I said something in remarks of her book, I believe. And I just said I probably should do more tarot spreads since you're collecting your tarot spreads all in this book that you got. And because I am not really a tarot spread person, but I respect that there are tarot spread people. And I'm actually trying to get more studious this year. And that's part of what I'm going to talk about here in a second. That since I'm being more studious this year, I might want to be working more with tarot spreads instead of going on intuition with my spreads. I feel like this year is a little bit more of a year of structure. I think it has to do with the Queen of Pentacles in a way, but I feel like this year has to do a lot to do with my business tactics, structure, or even my relationship with my daughters and my family too. So I feel like there's a lot that goes into this Queen of Pentacles that I've really been meditating. I've been bathing in it, and I've been vibing the Queen of Pentacles, let me tell you. Although with the 31 Days of Tarot challenge and the 31 Days of Tarot, I have definitely been in the energy of the Hangman. The Hangman, to me, is so different from all the rest of the tarot cards in the way that it's cousins to the Hermit. And what other cards I could say is almost cousin related? Definitely cousins to the Hermit. It's a form of meditation or self-meditation. However, I feel like what separates the Hermit card from our little cute bat here with the little red eyes is that I feel like the Hanged Man actually, he forces himself in the suspended state, whereas the Hermit is more a natural state that he's in. The Hermit is more of the natural energy of reclusing into his shell, and it's his home, it's his natural state. It's who he is as a being or an archetype. Whereas the Hanged Man, I believe, is more of a choosing to be in a that meditative state. You're forcing yourself to be in that meditative state. I actually have this deck on my wish list, and I've actually keep putting on my top to my bottom, top to bottom is the, what is it? The Tarot Apocalypsis. I've been having it on the top of my wish list to the bottom of my wish list. I'm thinking it's going to be back on my top again because there are some images. I keep reviewing the deck, and there are some images in that Apocalypsis Tarot that I was just kind of like with a, that is exactly what I view that card or that card of, for sure. Like, for an example, the Hangman and the Tarot Apocalypsis, I wish I had the deck to show you, it's this Native American just kind of doing one of these poses with the hooks in his chest doing the vision quest. They call it a vision quest. I know a little bit about it because my husband is into the Native American lore. If you watch my native decks, I've talked about some of my Native American tarot decks. But it's part of that Native American lore to force yourself. It's a self-inflicted vision quest. Or it's a forced vision quest, I should say. It's where the hangman is forced in this position with the hooks in his chest, and he's hanging suspended, and he's really pulling on that skin there. Even though you see it on a lot of freak shows, and it makes your skin crawl going like, what the fuck is this guy doing? It really irks your skin in that irky kind of way. But this guy suspended like this is on the pole for, I think, 7 days is what I think he said the vision quest that takes place. So he's suspended in this position for 7 days in pain with blood dripping out of his chest with no food and water for this 7-day journey to force himself in this very mutilating kind of meditative state to gain enlightenment or to do a vision quest to get to that enlightenment, basically. And after 7 days, they take him down, and sometimes he dies after this vision quest. But he's supposed to be taken down and cared for and tell the tribe everything that he's seen on this vision quest of this forced meditative state. So when he comes back from this meditative state of hanging on his chest, he tells the tribe of all the these visions and these his experiences from this deep meditative space and this pain and surrendering to the pain and that whole process. He tells the tribe everything. But they only do that vision quest or type of vision quest for desperate measures. They rather take the lighter route before they take the extreme route, which is based on Sioux customs and beliefs. And so I really thought about that version of the hangman, as well as of course, the Wild Unknown, as well as my other hangmans that I actually do have that I can revert to. And it just really got me thinking. It just touches that point of reflecting on those energies that are in this month and stuff, and I'm like, yeah. Excuse me. This tarot perspective has really definitely been that hangman moment. This tarot perspective has really been that moment of self-reflection of what am I doing, in my personal life. I was thinking, what am I doing and how I can make this better. And then also, in my 31 Days of Tarot challenge, I'm thinking, what am I doing and how I can make myself better and my channel better. Because, honestly, I'm not saying I'm boring. I'm not saying I'm boring whatsoever. But I feel like I'm still in that practicing stage, and yet I've been filming on my channel very hard and proactively since at least August. Very proactively since June or August. Somewhere between June and July. Probably June. I was really my big comeback was the, I've had my channel for 2 years, by the way, but my big comeback in my channel was definitely the 5 decks You Can't Live Without by Kelly Bear. And what Kelly Bear did with the 5 decks that you can't live without was definitely getting back into my channel. And I feel like ever since then, which was in June, that I feel just been feeling like that I've been needing to do this channel and trying to teach what I know, and I'm trying to practice on my speaking skills. I'm trying to practice my public speaking, and I'm trying to learn in myself too what it is that I want to be unique from the others. Because Kelly got her deck reviews and some of her live chat things. She's got her niche. I have in the 78 cards Patrick. He's awesome. And that's why what inspires me to do these Year Ahead 2017 videos is him. And he does his stones and his Wild Unknown, and he's even doing some tarot history and things like that. And that's his niche. And Sacred Seed with her Norse paganism, her inspiring ideas of doing walkthroughs and esoteric input, that's her niche, and I'm trying to figure out what is my niche and what can I offer this community that will set me apart from somebody. And what do I know in myself that could set myself apart from someone else, and what can I do to own my individuality. And that is one of my goals on this channel and this year, as well as working on my public speaking and things like that, because I don't know if you all know this, but I'm just don't feel comfortable public speaking. I'm uncomfortable, but I know it's what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to public speak. I said it in one of my 31 Days of Tarot challenge. I forgot what day it was. It was day... Hold on one second. It was day 11, the ultimate goal. What is your goals? And tarot. And if you rewatch that video of 31 Days of Tarot, you will know that I'm really feeling like that I need to be this teacher. I need to be a teacher of some kind for tarot, for astrology, or esoteric teacher of some kind. I don't know what it's going to look like when I get to the other end, but I need to hone my skills here and now so I can reach that goal. And that's what I feel like I have to be, or where I have to be. And that's a hard one. And that's a hard one because sometimes you don't know what you're going to do until you get there. And I'm feeling like that, you know. I don't know what I'm going to be until I get there. And I don't know what it's all going to look like when I get there. But I know I'm going to get there. And I guess that's the thing, is that when you know something, you go for it. No matter what it looks like. Just let yourself naturally evolve as things go, I guess. And that's part of the Hangman. And the Mother of Pentacles also says to me, I have to be careful, not be careful, but be comfortable. Just being mom, as well, to my twins, especially with one with special needs, as well as being a businesswoman and being out there in the world and promoting my tarot channels and promoting my stuff that I do know and my work ethics. Alright, since I don't have anything too embarrassing to show you, I get to show you my chart of my bullet journal of my January 2017 energies. Red is fire. Gray is major arcana. And yellow is swords. And blue are cups. So you can see the predominant energies for the month of January 2017. And of course the blank ones are the days that I didn't do a daily draw and I didn't post it on And I also didn't do a daily draw and have it on Instagram. All these daily draws that I have here, I did post on Instagram. You can review it. But the days that are blank is the days that I have not done a daily draw. And and I've been getting into the daily draws too, which is something I never do. I never do daily draws. I never believed in it, and I never did it. But I felt like I've been on a roll here a little bit. Hear me out. I feel like I've been on a roll here on Instagram. And I've been posting my daily draws on Instagram. I've been feeling like it's been I'm feeling like I'm getting something out of it, and I feel like I'm sharing that with somebody else, and maybe they're getting something out of it. So, I don't know. It might be a new trend. I might keep doing these posts on Instagram, maybe more doing intricate spreads and stuff. But I feel very comfortable doing my... Oh, Sacred Seed just uploaded a video. I've just been feeling like people have been getting things out of this daily draw stuff that I've been doing on Instagram. Even though most people that I have on Instagram, I have a bigger following on Instagram than I do on YouTube, which I think I'm going to do in another video. But the stuff that I do on Instagram is definitely bigger than YouTube. I have like 500 followers on Instagram, whereas on YouTube I only got close to less than 100 subscribers right at the moment. But I know it's going to be growing, because if people follow me enough on Instagram, it's going to help promote both things. So, oh well. If it promotes, it promotes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At least I know where my niche is, I guess, at the moment. What else can I talk about? Instagram. I don't know, and this is also something I want to touch base with people. If you're already following me on Instagram, you're not going to be affected by it. If you're already following me on Instagram or on YouTube, you're not going to be affected by this announcement. But I might make my Instagram account private because, one, I've been getting too many female strippers, female nudie pics with their boobies hanging out and their sexy poses and all that stuff, and I'm like, ladies, this is taken. I know I said I was bisexual only once or twice on this channel, but I'm married. I'm happily married. And I already have these guys from Africa that are already professing their love for me, and they want me to go to Africa to meet them. I'm serious. The world is a crazy place. So if you're already following me on Instagram, or you're already following me on YouTube, you're not going to be affected by this change. But I might have to make my account private, just for the fact that I'm getting way too many people that are not of tarot, and not of the stone shops and the tarot shops and the tarot artists and stuff like that. So I don't mind having those people and following those people, but I really need to filter out the people that are really not tarot or anything like that at all. And it's regretful, because I never wanted my Instagram to be private, but I feel like I'm filtering out way too many people. And this is nothing against anybody that is foreign, but I'm pretty sure there's people that try to subscribe to my stuff that doesn't speak English, and I don't think I don't know, because I am not speaking their language. I don't speak their language, but I don't energetically feel like their intentions are of the light, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I'm not to stereotype or anybody or anything like that, but I just don't feel like these people are speaking of good intentions. and they're trying to follow me and things like that on my stuff. I might have to do a purging of some of the people that are following me. But like I said, if you're already following me on Instagram or YouTube, you're not going to be affected by it, so don't even worry about it. But I might have to do it to filter out some of these other guys, just to let you all know. As a warning. Alright, I love you all, and hashtag 2017 or Yearhead 2017. Follow me, follow Patrick, follow anybody else who's doing a vlog about it. And it's my time to ramble and talk about my month. And you'll have a good day.